All right, Jen, standing outside the Crown. We're going to make this one quick because it is cold out today. I just want to say that I love the two-tone paint job. I love those jewel headlights. Love these running lights, how streamlined they are. The front grille looks great. Everything's designed really well. Huge, huge wheels and tires pushed out to the corners. Two-tone paint up the roof. Smooth design. And then it comes back here and it like crashes together in this bizarre, like, I don't even know what to call that. It just comes together and that's what they came up with. And I just don't like this. This needs to be black, I think, from here up. And kind of bridge that angle together and make it black. And then it would look a lot more conducive, I think. But I do like it overall. I think it's a sleek looking sedan. Pretty neat. Hey, Yins, if you haven't yet, could you please subscribe to the channel? It really helps, gets more cars, and I appreciate the support. Thanks very much. All right, Yins, inside the Toyota Crown, and I left some stuff in here so you guys can see all the cubby holes, big screen, just how the layout is in here. It's really quite nice, pretty comfortable. You can see all of the compartments for everything down here as well. There's nothing up here. This is like, it like dies right there. I don't know, that's kind of odd. You have your charging right there, but I just have my wallet sitting in there. Some charging cables down here. Place for stuff, keys, water bottle. Then you have your controls. Love the shifter. Great little shifter. Really like it. I like how it works. Like the button. And then the parking brake automatically comes on, which I really like. Parking brake's down there. So up here, normal touchscreen where everything's controlled by your hand. Down here, all touchscreen or all touch buttons. These are like toggle buttons. I don't know if you guys can see it. So if I go like this, it changes everything up there. Same with this. All these buttons as well. But it looks clean. Just a volume button here. Very nice, very subtle. Start button down there. Then you have the Crown steering wheel, which is not flat bottomed. Then you have digital display up front here. Tells you when you're in EV, when it's ready to go. It has the hybrid, like RPM range gauge, but it drives like an automatic 6-speed. So that's the difference. Then we have your normal tach or speedometer over there. You can set this up with different items if you want them. And this is always here, your temperature outside and all that. But then buttons on the side, some stuff for the back, the trunk, the fuel. The buttons are pretty basic on the side here, and then you have basic materials, plastic materials around. So it's not an overwhelmingly luxurious interior by any stretch, but it's also not bad. Let's go in the back and take a look. Going in the back, we have the seat down because the sticks need to come through there. They don't fit in the trunk otherwise. And there's no pass-through, like ski pass-through there. So we had to keep them open for that. But otherwise, comes with good mats, some charging ports, basic size rear seats. It's actually, they sit back farther. So when you sit down, you sit in the seat and you have a little bit more leg room than normal. Looks nice. Come around back here and you have this, I don't know, I do not like that design. Otherwise, it looks pretty nice. I like how it's hidden up here to pop the trunk. And then, see what I'm saying? There's no pass through there, so it has to come through the one side. And it is cold outside. All right, Jens, sitting inside the Crown, and I mean, what can't I say about this thing? It's an unbelievable little sedan. Well, it's not really even little. It's actually decent sized sedan, really good style, like I said before. But I wanted to go over some of the numbers before we get on the road and do the good and bad. So we're in the 2023 Toyota Crown Platinum with the Hybrid Max hybrid motor, 2.4 inline four turbo with the electric assist. On the electric motor is in between the motor and the transmission, and it applies the power quickly to a 6-speed automatic. 340 horsepower. So that's a big number in itself. So 340 horsepower is the first number. 400 pounds of torque in this Hybrid Max 2.4 inline 4 turbo. Unbelievable stuff. I love it. The total MPG from Toyota combined is 30 MPG. The CDB real MPG that I'm getting right now is the 26.3 that you saw on the screen earlier. I mean, that's a lot of torque. It's a lot of horsepower out of a small motor, but I like it. Let's go on the road and talk about it. I mean, and let me just say for the record that this thing is fast. When you put it in sport mode or sport plus, look out. The throttle, the, the throttle's right there. It's right there. I think it's like a turbo lag. It's almost like a turbo lag noise, and then it's there. And then it's boom. And then it's boom. The steering's so flat. And you come out of that bend. It's just flat in the turns. Oh, yeah. It's nice. All right, Jens, we're on the road for the good and the bad, right? And I think the first thing I want to say about this Hybrid Max is that I love the sounds it makes. I like how it reacts on the road, actually. And I love its marriage. I like this is like the future of hybrids, I think. And I like the future because it's a small combustion engine that's being squeezed as much power out of it as it can, and then it's being assisted to make it smooth with the electric motors. And that's the way to go. If you can squeeze 45, 50 miles to the gallon out of something like this, then you have it. That's where it's at. But anyway, the good list. Unique looks, Hybrid Max motor, steering and ride, and then the light feeling you have. So all of those things, right? The style that this car has is unbelievable. It's eye-catching right off the bat because you really don't even know what it is. You're like, what is that? It's a Toyota Crown. It's really nice looking in that regard. It's eye-catching. It has a sleek design. It has 5.5 inches of lift, which is way more than a normal sedan. So you have a little bit more lift, and then you have that sleek top part of the car. So it's kind of like it forces the eye. It looks people look at it and they're like, "What is that?" Because it's like a spaceship almost. You know, it's like a lifted Tesla in a way, just by the way that the body line looks. Then you have that Hybrid Max motor, right? The Hybrid Max is the future of hybrids, I believe, and Toyota knows how to do it, and that's a great application of electric motors to make a hybrid perform better. Like this is all you need performance wise, especially in a sedan that's all-wheel drive. Like this is what you need as far as performance, and they did it, and I congratulate them on that. I applaud them on that. The steering and the ride, the light feeling overall, that's my last part of the good, and it's refreshing because I love sedans. I love driving cars. SUVs are cool, and they have their place, but I love driving cars, and that's where I started. That's where everything came from, and this is just a nice lifted or elevated, I guess you should say, elevated smooth sedan It feels luxurious, but it's not over the top. That's how I would describe this Toyota Crown. Is that it's a luxury sports sedan that doesn't feel over the top, and I like that. Powerful, smooth motor. You can't beat it. 26 miles of the gallon. Now let's go to the bad list. The bad list is not all that bad like normal, right? Because these cars, they serve a purpose. But the bad list is that it's a hybrid because of the technology used in the vehicle, but it's not a hybrid in the sense of I'm going to get a ton of mile per gallon. I'm going to get 45, 50 miles of the gallon. Now, my wife drives an Accord hybrid, and she gets on a regular 40 miles of the gallon. I mean, on the regular. If she's driving in town more, it'll tick up to 42, give or take. But it's like 40 miles of the gallon no matter what. And this hybrid's getting 26 and a half, 26.3. Those are not hybrid numbers. And I live in a suburban area, so I should get in the 30s, you would think. But it doesn't use the electric as much as you really think it does when you think hybrid. So I think it's not misleading necessarily because it is a hybrid vehicle, but it's not a hybrid vehicle like a Prius or like you would think of a hybrid vehicle. The second and third thing on my bad list, it's kind of like a dad. These are like dad quibbles, right? When my like daughters go to buy vehicles and they want ones with big wheels or big tires, I'm going to be like, if you get big wheels and big tires, they're going to be expensive because tires are expensive. So like this car has 22-inch wheels, 21 or 22-inch wheels on it. Like that's a big tire. That's expensive. And I have big tires and rims on my Expedition, so I understand that. But that's, it's on the bad list. And then the JBL sound system. The JBL sound system. So in some Toyota vehicles, like the new Tundras and the new Sequoias and things like that, it sounds fine. Um, it actually sounds pretty good. In this one, it has its moments where it sounds good, but then it has more moments where it has insane vibration in the door panel, and it's just like because I have to turn the bass down all the not all the way, but I turn it down to like half, maybe a little bit more than half, just so that I can listen to music loudly, and it's not going to vibrate the door jambs and door panels. So take it for what you will. It's a small quibble. Overall, I think it's a good sedan. Toyota did a good job. Not sure really why they built it, because they have so many good sedans and so many good products. But here's another one. Here's another good one. Car Dat Bill. Real cars, real people, real life. Appreciate you guys watching. I will see you guys next time.